Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is Queen Z Spiritual Insight, and I'm Queen Z Denise. And today I am doing a Divine Feminine reading. I was supposed to be doing it for 2 days. Had a little bit of issues going on. So, with everything being said, please, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Also, you can also find me on Facebook. And you can also find me on Instagram underneath Queen_Z Denise. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading. And I am coming from the Hip Hop Queens deck for the Divine Feminine today. Let's see. These are brand new cards. I haven't barely used them yet. So being so that they're new, I'm going to give it a test trial. And the Divine Feminine reading is the first reading that I'm using these cards on, which is only right. So, Spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminines this morning? What messages, what energy am I pulling from the Divine Feminines? Let's see. Okay. Can I get two more cards? What energy am I pulling for the Divine Feminines? Well, that's more than two. And y'all know me, I take them, so. All right. So the first queen that we do have on the table, we have Little Kim. Then we have Dej Loaf. I'm going to read the meanings to the cards as I go along. Then you have Remy Ma. Jean Grey. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this on. Lauryn Hill. And then you got Lisa Left Eye from TLC. Little Kim represents resilience. Dej Loaf represents mood. Remy Ma represents courage. Jean Grey represents versatility. And Lauryn Hill is inspiration. And TLC Left Eye is vision. So, the energy that I am technically feeling right now from the Divine Feminine's energy with Little Kim. Little Kim is representing resilience, meaning there's some energy of pushing away from the things that no longer serve you, gaining an understanding. People think that you're being like guarded, but what you are really doing is protecting your energy. Mood. I feel like you're really going into the energy of I don't want to procrastinate, I don't want to bullshit, and I don't want to make excuses with life anymore. So it's more like a settled mood, but I feel like it's more that you're content with your own energy. I do feel like a lot of you are coming out of stagnation with Remy Ma on the table because it means courage. Courage, everybody knows she ain't scared to do nothing. So technically, when it comes down to Remy Ma, it's like I could be both sides. And to me, Remy Ma is the most prime example of like a masculine, feminine energy. She knows when to settle down as a feminine, but she will protect herself by all extents. So I do feel like a lot of feminines is able to protect themselves a little bit more than they ever have when it comes down to making choices with themselves and keeping more of a calmer mood. Because even if stuff does not go right in your favor, your resilience is going to keep you going. That's why Little Kim is here. Because no matter what, she don't give up. But then you have Jean Grey. I don't know much about a Jean Grey, but versatility means that you can thrive in anything, meaning you know how to handle certain situations with grace. I do feel like a lot of you are going into this energy because where you're transitioning from, you are being inspired by your own energy. That's what Lauryn Hill is here for. And that means that even, like I said, even if you feel like something is not for you or you can do better with yourself, you're not going to beat yourself down. You're not gonna stop doing what you're doing. You're just gonna find other ways to go around and doing it. And TLC, because you are given the vision of life. I do feel like a lot of divine feminines may have shied away from who they were for so long that they forgot. We all do that. You get tangled up with the world, with life, with making decisions on the physical level that you forget your spirituality, you forget your creativity. actually, if you want to be technical, our creativity is connected to our spirituality. So when you connect back to your soul, you get you get resignation of what you are here to divinely be doing. So that's where the resilience is coming in. That everybody think. I do feel like some of your enemies have watched you fall divine feminine, but they also watch you get back up, and it's because you are a resilient person. You're a person that no matter how hard you hit that pavement, you may get some cuts and bruises, but your bones ain't broken yet. So you feel like I could keep moving, even if your bones is broken. And I'm metaphorically speaking, it's like, bump that. I gotta keep going no matter what. So that's where the masculine energy resides in the feminine of us. And I do feel like the mood that you are in is like, I can't stop no matter what. I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm not going to give up on what I want. And I do feel like you're now having courage. So even if in the past you lack confidence in a certain area, it's like, you know, the only way to keep going is to keep trying. To keep trying is to keep going. And if you don't try it and you don't keep going, it would never prosper. So I do feel like a lot of divine feminines are in that energy. Like, I gave up on so many things, and I have seen other people prosper in things that I started with. That's the whole kicker to this. And it's not to try to say, oh, you're jealous of anybody, but it's like, there's things that you had already built up inside of you that you was working towards and you gave up because of your lack of confidence. Spirit said it just wasn't your time at that moment. But because of your courage and your resilience, Spirit said you are at peace with knowing you tried. So even if you are moving forward and Spirit said some things just wasn't for you, it was just your timing. Even things that once did prosper that have not prospered anymore, Spirit said I'm moving you forward because of your courage and because of who you are and how you stand for with anything that you choose to do in in life. The versatility of you, like I said, you could transcend from the good and the bad. You take the good and the bad and you actually move forward. You know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. That's what's causing you to be in this calm essence. But when you are inspired, Spirit said your lack of confidence was blocking your ability to be inspired by the things that you really genuinely wanted to do, but your vision never left you. So I do feel like a lot of you are holding on to childhood dreams that you are now working towards. Like some of you may was into writing poetry, writing books. Maybe some of you was a caretaker, or you used to play with your Barbie dolls and act like you was the mother. Some of you want to be full-time mothers, but also want to have the diver to be able to financially support you and your children. Um, but overall, I do feel like Spirit said, don't give up. This is not the energy or the time to. And I do not feel like none of you are giving up. Even if you were a divine feminine that has gave up on some things that you genuinely was happy about, or your inspiration came from, or what inspired you. Always remember what inspired you. And it can be anything in the world, but it has to be with you first. You have to inspire yourself. So I do feel like a lot of you are going back on your focus and understanding why you were inspired by certain things in the first place, because it genuinely made you feel happy, and that's when you know you was aligned with stuff. I do feel like some of you started doing what other people wanted you to do and it wasn't working, so that's what caused you, excuse me, caused you to lack courage in the beginning, because you was going about it in the way everybody else wanted you to do it, at the pace of everybody else. Spirit said, that's not what I sent you here to do. I told you to do it at your pace, at your time. It's your vision. I gave you this vision. You are inspired by yourself. So what more do you need? Stop waiting on people too. Why is resilience here for the divine feminines? Yes, the will have changed. Like I said, you know that your good karma is coming in. It's no longer accepting penny pinching ass situations when it come down to you and who you are. I do feel like with this little Kim card that you got, the Wheel of Fortune upright, there's some good karma that is coming in because you no longer are accepting the little things. So your resilience, your ability to be resilient is actually a positive. Some people may think it's a negative. No, you're not accepting. You're setting boundaries for yourself. And what people don't understand, you got to respect yourself before anybody else can respect you. So you setting the tone for those that respect you. Those that flee away or feel like you're being funny or flaky or pushing away or doing some flaky stuff as you trying to heal some of the past and gain your courage and your confidence back, those was the ones that wanted to see you at the bottom and not see you come up to the top, divine feminine. So keep doing it, doing what you're doing. Don't accept the less. Good karma is coming your way. because of your resilience. Why is mood here for the divine feminine? All right, let's put you right there. All right. So again, mood. You got Dej Loaf. This is the type of mood that I do feel like a lot of divine feminines are in. You are moving forward. You're moving forward with life. You're evolving. You're becoming a better person. Some of the things that used to bother you before, I feel like you now wiping them off your shoulder. Like, yo, fuck it. That energy don't even dwell in my resonate with me anymore. And this could be because other people wasn't taking the proper actions. You didn't see no new actions coming from it. So again, when you got the Four of Wands and then you got the Ace of Wands in reverse, that means you have already faced and encountered situations that wasn't helping you to evolve as a person. And it could be dealing with love. Maybe you are dealing with a love connection, and the mood that you are in is you're no longer fighting the battle against a relationship or something that is like, even if this is a soulmate connection, you no longer are trying to battle with the situation. You're growing if it's not helping you to grow. And I do feel like some of you may still be blindsided about a decision when it comes to cutting somebody off mentally. Um, and it could be dealing with love because you don't see, it's like this, there's no action coming from the situation, it's not helping you to evolve, but it's more so because I feel like this is a soul connection between you and another person. You are undecided about cutting it off. I do feel like you are still holding on to it in the physical more sense than the spiritual. I do feel like spiritually a lot of you are ready to let go of certain relationships, and this don't have to be a soulmate connection between man and a woman. This could be all relationships that you have dealt with in life that was embedded into your soul, like that you really had a lot of emotions for. Why is courage here with Remy Ma? Have courage, because even if certain situations don't return back, when it come down to reconciling the situations that did not make you, even if you dealt with a situation that did not make you happy, for some divine feminines, this is why Remy Ma here, the courage card, is here, because it's saying to have courage, even if some of the situations from the past, you return to certain situations, relationship wise, friendship wise, job wise, or even the lack of courage when it came down to you building a business and it didn't work, and you return back to that same essence and it didn't work. Spirit said three times the charm. So don't give up. Don't have lack of courage or confidence because it failed, or when you return back to it because you thought it was going to make you happy. Like, prime example, I had a pageant. I kept wanting to do the pageant, but every time I would go back, it was not building the way it did in the first time. So what Spirit keep telling us, even when you go back and it failed, don't have lack of confidence. That just means it was your time, and then for that, and now you have to move forward, because Spirit said as you evolve, some of the things that you are meant to do are going to evolve. So your life path is going to change quite frequently until you are settled in and you find your direct niche in the system that it belongs to you and you're confident in, and it is a forever happiness. I do feel like you're breaking free from some attachment, some codependent situations. Again, if you are dealing with love, divine feminine, you may was dealing with a karmic situation. You're breaking free from that because it wasn't no happiness in that situation. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. So some of you may be breaking away from addictions, codependencies, a relationship that was toxic, that was carrying on. So I do feel like you have courage. Spirit is saying, even if you haven't yet, still have the courage to leave that situation. Don't look back. If it wasn't for you, it just wasn't. What other messages? All right. So you have, like I said, no longer undecided about this situation. I do feel like you are not accepting the bare minimum when it comes down to love or life in general. I do feel like this is a part of your world. You feel like you want your world to change. I do see, like I said, you got the Wheel of Fortune on top of the resilience. You want your world to change. You want your karma to change, so you know what has to be changed in it. And that comes from things that is not making you happy. I feel like you are now removing them things, and you're not undecided about removing certain things out of your life. But I do feel like in some way you still have sleepless nights, because I do feel like sometimes this energy is still, you have a fear that is making you feel like you can't move forward, or you're not going to do better if you move forward. Spirit said, when you take that first step, I'm going to go ahead and throw you into the wolves, because you got to understand it's only an illusion. It's only a blockage. And that's the layer of fear that's just standing in the way of what's promised to you. No, I'm not saying when you go forward that it's going to be sugar, honey, iced tea is going to be good as gold. You're going to have everything that your heart desires. There's still going to be some work that you have to do. But the more and more you break free from that fear or the things that is holding you back, Spirit said, I am going to push you forward. I'm going to make sure you get closer and closer to your promise. You are literally almost there, but because it's not rewarding to you right now because you're still attached to things that is not of your awarding. I don't know if some people will get what I'm saying. Spirit saying that wasn't your prize. Some things that we accepted that did not help us evolve and we stuck. Spirit said it wasn't your prize. That wasn't the happily ever after. There's still some more work to do. And that's within yourself. So Spirit said have the courage to move forward with your life. Stop staying stagnated because of the fear of what is or what's going to happen if I do take this step forward. Why is versatility here for the divine feminines? Like I said, you watch many people walk away from you. I feel like this should not have changed you. Don't let it change you as who you are, because if you are a genuine divine feminine, you know how to transcend that energy, the negative energy, and turn it into your power. You know how to put it into things that is going to prosper and grow. So I do feel like you may have watched a lot of people walk away from you mentally. It may have left you distraught before, but I do not feel like because of your versatility, you may have cried for a day. People don't even understand how you could do it sometimes, divine feminine. How do you cry for a moment and then wake up the next day and be so bubbly and happy and you could build another fucking empire off the sight of your mind just because you was hurt yesterday? That hurt that they thought they was throwing them darts at you to try to bring you down. Spirit said, nah, that was for the making of you. That was for you to grow as a person. That was for you to become a better person. That wasn't for you to weep in sorrow. And that's what people don't understand. They want you to stay in this energy. So this is why they put all these things in your ear to tell you that you're lacking. Oh, you're not going in the right direction, or you're not doing what Spirit told you to do. You're just doing things because you want to do it. But Spirit said, no. If you know deep in your heart what Spirit is allowing you to do, sometimes people will even block you from your blessings, from you going forward, because they don't want to see you prosper. They want to see you prosper in the way that they want you to prosper, meaning that they want to have the control over it and say that they did it. But Spirit said, I did not make you in this season to let people keep dragging you through the mud and letting you be through certain situations because they want to see you prosper in the way they want to. That's when you give people the power to control your thoughts and your feelings. And then when you get the people, the same people that's giving you all this hope and telling you that they got your back and they're going to help you, Spirit said, I didn't give them the vision. That vision came to you. They could tell you how to move, but they don't know what I gave you, the assignment. There's an assignment on your life. Spirit says start moving in it. So the versatility, you listen, you can watch everybody walk away, but do not let it make you stop doing what you are assigned to do. Can I get another card for versatility, another confirmation? Yes, I do feel like you no longer are being stuck, because at some point I do feel like some divine feminines was so stubborn and undecided and stagnated because other people was in their ear or other things was going on around them. So they was listening to this and it was keeping them stuck in a trance. It was like, damn, maybe this person, right? It was like the person in the back of their mind that could hear people telling them, oh, you're not going to make it this time. That's not going to work. Or maybe you need to do it this way. Spirit said no. And the more and more you kept fighting against the odds and you kept staying stuck, they was pushing you back. They was blocking you because guess what? That money train, that abundance, that thing that you wanted was sitting right in front of you and you let it go by because these people were spitting that dirt in your ear telling you not to move forward. These are the same people that could take you mentally and walk away with whatever they give you. So Spirit said it's time for you to take that energy that they give you and still go forward with what I'm giving you. I do feel like this is what you are doing now. You're not stuck no more. You see what Spirit was giving you. You got the 4 of Cups in reverse. You're not focused on that negative energy. You're not focusing on them empty cups that's ahead of you. You're looking at that fulfillment that Spirit is still giving you. Why is inspiration here for divine feminines? You no longer have anxiety about your inspiration. You know what you are here to do. You know your assignment. Like I said, you have the courage now. You have the confidence. Spirit said, just take that foot forward and move forward so that way I can help your vision. You have a vision and you've been inspired. So you know what you're assigned to do. Why is inspiration here? Can I get another confirmation? Yes, like I said, and it may be somebody that you love, somebody that's close to you, divine feminine. It could be a family member, it could be a lover, it could be anybody that really means well. But what they don't understand, they can't give you the answers that spirit already gave you. You have to listen to your Almighty. Yes, they can help. It's like this. What people don't understand, and I feel like there's always a conflict because you are the one that's been inspired to do something, right? If people want to help, granted, everybody wants to help but see, this is the thing. These people cannot see the vision for their own being. It has to be what you are already inspired, what spirit gave to you, because everybody got their own individual inspiration. Spirit could give somebody a whole movie idea deep inside their heart that's based on their life. Then somebody can give another person another movie idea that's based off that person's life. Whatever inspires you, you don't know what inspires that person to do something. If spirit gives them the green light, and just because you don't physically see it, that means you're not a part of that vision. So whatever you do not change somebody's vision, because they're the ones that's being inspired. Spirit gave them the insight. Vice versa. But I do feel like whoever this person is, they may not mean no harm. They mean you well. And everything they say is because they feel from the bottom of their heart what you should be doing from their heart. But see, the conflict between you and this person or people is not about them being wrong. Because yes, they may have your best intentions at heart, but they have to understand spirit gave it to you. You are inspired, because what they end up doing, and they don't understand, they blocking your inspiration. They blocking what truly, genuinely inspire. And then at the same time, I feel like there's conflict where people will say, oh, but you stopped doing this, and why you didn't do that? Because you gave me another idea to not. And I kind of listened because I was stuck. But spirit said, no, you can't do it. In this season, you cannot do that. Go full-fledged forward. It's not you being the person to tell people to mind their business or not. But spirit said that if you gotta say that, say that. You gotta say it, say it. But if you are a person that's watching, that's dealing with a feminine, and you are the person that's trying to inspire this woman or this feminine energy, spirit said you can't think about yourself when you're inspiring this person, when you want to be a part of their vision. It's not that they don't need your help. They do need your help, but they don't need your help in the way that you think. They don't need you to reconstruct the instructions that I already gave them. And this is coming from their higher selves. So everybody divine path is everybody divine path. You can't interrupt what they're already doing, because if that person seemingly sounds like they don't listen, it's not that they don't listen. Their spirit gave them a set order. And if they don't follow spirit, spirit is going to knock their abundance back. It has nothing to do with you. So yes, you can mean well if you're dealing with a feminine that is going through her inspirational phase. You could mean well, but spirit said you also got to watch what you say, because you could knock this person off of what I already gave to them. Why is vision here for divine feminines? Can I get... Okay, there we go. A lot of divine feminines have already been through the Tower card. The Tower card represents undecisiveness, but I do feel like they're over this. Because I do feel like in some ways, you may have seen destruction in your path by the way the patterns of your life was already going. And this could be anything, not just dealing with business or being inspired to move forward with life or whatever the case may be. This could also be with love. I do feel like if you already seen the catastrophe that is continuing, the karma that keep happening in your life, dealing with a certain relationship or relating with people, I do feel like if people only understand, you already see the vision. That means spirit is showing you your present and your future, your present situations that's being highlighted, so that way you don't make the same mistakes in the future. I do feel like a lot of people, this is a lot of conflict that a lot of divine feminines are having with people in general. Why is the Tower card in reverse on top of vision? Yeah, independence. Everybody take it as, and this is a divine feminist, this is a divine feminist, somebody that's very tapped in, somebody that's in control of their life, somebody that knows how to financially get things done. I do feel like you're complete on your own. And this is the thing. it's not the vision that spirit is giving you that people got to realize that you're walking away from. It's not that you're pushing people away. It's that spirit has already installed something in you to make you move forward with life. And this could be because not wanting to be discreet no more, not wanting to lie no more, not wanting people. I feel like in the past you have dealt with people. All right. For some divine feminines, your vision is because in the past people was undecisive about making decisions. And the reason, this is like something I just said last night to somebody too. And that's ironic. But it's like this. You're not confrontational with people. It's because you did not see it get you nowhere in the beginning, or you have probably gave people an opportunity to inspire you in some type of way, and it wasn't, at first I feel like sometimes you may have bought on, but this person may have was deceptive before, and this could be dealing with a relationship. It didn't help you to evolve. And I do feel like because of these situations, like even if this person is still surfacing back in your life, even if this is your masculine, which I am going to do a twin flame energy reading for the masculine and the feminine later. This is a general energy reading for the feminine. Even if this is your masculine or somebody you was dealing with on a relationship level, and this person feel like you don't listen to them, and I do have been seeing that a lot lately, men saying women don't listen and blah, 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 all of the above. The truth is, a lot of women became more independent because they trust too many people with their lives and to help inspire them. A woman has to be inspired to be better. And I'm not saying that we need a man to inspire us, but if you are a man that's in our life, we look forward to you inspiring us to be better women every day. It goes off the energy that you feeding into us. It's like, if we are supposed to be your ribs, we're supposed to be your side. The energy that you give a woman, we multiply that. So if you give us hell, we're going to give you hell and fire times 10. If you give us love and compassion, we're going to give you empathy. We're going to give you nurturing. We're going to give you something soft and sweet. But if you give us bullshit and false accusations and stuff that we couldn't trust, we start to put our guards up. I had to explain this last night to a man about how women put our guard. We become masculine against a masculine because we don't feel safe. So when you get a woman that don't listen, it's because she already listened too many times, either to many masculine energies or too many people. So now her guard is now up, so she doesn't listen. It's not she doesn't listen, she hears you. But she rather find out for herself. And I do feel like a lot of feminine is in that energy. I'd rather find out for myself than to listen to you, because before it didn't get me nowhere listening to you. It got me stuck. And then you left me mentally in a rut. So now she trusts her own independence. That's where this is coming from. Because in the past, people being deceptive and not being honest and not being full forward to the divine feminines or whoever you're dealing with, feminine energy, this is what caused this not to be stable or happy. I do feel like a lot of divine feminine, which that is what a lot of women are going through now. We're going through that transition, especially if you have been through so many life changes. You're now looking about stability and abundance and happiness, and you're not trying to be like everybody else. You want your own financial freedom. You want your own happiness. I'm going to pull some abundance cards, divine abundance cards, to finish this reading off for the divine feminine, see what spirit has to say about her abundance. Take what resonate, leave what does not. Do not make a story fit that do not fit. Again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube channel. All right, let's see. Let me move these out the way really quick. Try to do this as fast as I can. Yeah. And these are the Divine Abundance Oracle cards by Tosha Silver. All right. This is my first time using these two. I've been buying brand new decks and just been putting them up and saving them. Because for a while I haven't been doing readings and stuff. But Let's see. You guys are getting a taste of my brand new decks. A couple of them. I still got like 3 more. I've been on a rampage. Give me 1 second. I just want to make this neat so these could be out the way. Let's see. What do Spirit have to say about your abundance for the divine feminines? Ooh. And this is the closing out of this reading. Spirit, what messages do you have about the divine feminine's abundance? Ooh, 1 card fell out, and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to take 4 cards. Spirit, please give me a message for the divine feminines about their abundance to close out this reading. Okay. Can I get... Whoa. I think that was 3 cards, too. That's funny. All right. And it was 3. So, I like this. So the first card that came out is trust. I just said that a lot of divine feminines do not trust because maybe this is maybe our own blockages, but I think we're dealing with it in a certain way where we trying to find those that we can really trust. So it says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longing, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So, like I said, a lot of divine feminines is not pushing people to the side or pushing them out the way. It's more so a lot of divine feminines are being given inspiration from Spirit, and Spirit have an assignment on their lives, and they have to move forward with that. Then you got signs. See, look, instincts are the message from the inner divine, her higher self. What the hell do I gotta say this over and over again for? So even if you is a person that feel like the divine feminists don't take a listen to you or you don't inspire them or something, you have to stop putting your energy in a place of what they already are being assigned to do. Watch them. See how they grow. If you see them making a fall, don't knock them. Don't say, oh, you're doing it all wrong. It's not going to work. Encourage them more to try other ways. You can't put that negative energy inside of somebody that has an assignment in their life, because then that's when you get the person to not trust you because you're going against their will. You're going against what they are divinely here to do. Some of us are made a contract with Spirit to do certain things and you can't take them off that path. So then you got outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your wills. Release me from your attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to receive. This is the energy that you need to pour in. This is the energy that a lot of divine feminists need from people. The outrageous openness, meaning be open with them. Don't be heartfelt. And because even if you feel like it's not going to work, don't place that energy on what they are building. Because Spirit said that's when I will intervene between you and this person relating. I do feel like this is why a lot of divine feminists are pushing people to the side and not dealing with them the same way, because the energy that people is pouring over their assignments, they're tainting them. These are people, in which is normal because you're doing what you are here to do. Spirit said there's some of you that are meant to block them, meant to be a distraction, meant to try to see, because this is a test and a trial for them, because this is not the prize. This is not the end. So the harder and harder life gets, the harder and harder you become towards them. And that's to make them to stand on their word, to basically know what they're divinely guided to do. So they need openness. I'm going to read this again. Dear love, open me to your wills. Release me from your attachments. Stop being attached to the outcomes of this person's divinely guided inspiration. Stop being attached to the outcome, because there is never no outcome, because Spirit said there's always going to be more and more and more and more and more I'm going to pile up, because this person is made for abundance, made for divine intervention, made for all this stuff that is coming up. Spirit said, you know what's needed and I am open to receive. Start allowing this person to be who they need to be, so that way they can receive the messages from Spirit, so that way they can build their abundance, so that way, who knows, maybe you are a part of their abundance. You can't disfigure what Spirit already gave to them. And I'm glad this card came on. I just flipped it over. It's sacrifice. Some people had to sacrifice. Some feminists have to sacrifice a lot of themselves so that way they can be who they are. Spirit said they were made for certain things. So even if you seen people take advantage of divine feminines, even if you are a divine feminine and you was taken advantage of, or you felt like people was misusing you, Spirit said, why you think some of these people are falling away from you now? Why you think I'm allowing it? Because I seen how dedicated and how compassionate you was about these people and the places and the things. So I'm starting to dismiss them, and you still have attachments to them instead of letting them fall away. Spirit says sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go, illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. You have to love what you do. Everything around you has to be love. Everything, love is the water that grows the flowers. A person love a certain flower, they're gonna water it every day. If I love a certain a way of, like somebody said the other day, let me be, because then that's when my love will pour into the food. It's the truth. If I feel the love coming from music, if I feel the rage, I'm not gonna cook something. Right? I might burn the chicken, fry the steak a little too long. It might be some wild ass shit going on. But if I'm a person that's really into what I'm doing and I can feel I'm listening to my music that's making me vibe, and I'm not talking about that ratchet ass, I'm talking about that soulful music that make me vibe and make me feel good about myself. Spirit said that's why you could do that. Sometimes a lot of people don't understand we make sacrifices because Spirit said there's more. A lot of people that still live in the survival mode don't know that the divine feminists that are in the hierarchy, they are the ones that already know you're gonna sacrifice 1,000 things in the physical, from people, places, and things. Because that stuff is not who you are. Your inner being, you can't sacrifice. So when you let go or you take a loss, like I just lost a truck. My truck broke down completely. It's gone. I've been paying on it. The funny thing is, Spirit said, that truck had too many problems. I've been fixing it. I've been doing mad stuff to it, and including me paying on it. Spirit said, let it go. Everybody would think that I would be mad. Before, when I used to lose my cars or something happened to my cars, I used to be mad. I used to be angry. I used to be frustrated. Now I just be like, you know what? It is what it is. Because if I don't understand some things is a sacrifice for something bigger and better, you have to understand some things are a sacrifice for something bigger and better that is to come. So Spirit has to clean all that away and detach you from it. There is no attachments in the spiritual world. So why are we now anchoring it into the physical world? None of this belongs to us. None of this stuff belongs to us. But Spirit said, I allow you to have access to this stuff for your happiness, for your enjoyment. But when you become addicted and obsessed with it, or obsessed with the outcome of it, Spirit said, I can take it away. So guys, this is a Divine Feminine reading. Please, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Also, if you would like to book a reading, please email me at queensiesreadings@gmail.com. And if you would love to donate to Queensy's Spiritual Insight, you could donate to Queensy's Readings on Cash App. Also, help me reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And for every 100 subscribers, I will be doing a live drawing on my channel. I will be picking 3 viewers, giving them a chance to win a free reading for up to 1 hour and 30 minutes maximum. Also, if you would like to, please join me on Facebook. It's Queensy's Readings on Facebook as well. But guys, again, thank you for watching, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and share.
And had a reading done. My first reading that I had done by her, I must say, was out of this world. I wasn't expecting to hear the things that she said. She did touch on a lot of things that occurred in my life. People who have passed on that she had no idea about. Things that I've said that was kind of repeated. Well, not kind of, but actually it was repeated in the reading. It was like confirmation. The next reading, again, pure clarity. I won't say it was a future reading, but in a sense, it kind of put me in the right direction as to where I needed to be heading, what decisions I needed to make. Really, it was just kind of like confirmation. But again, I will say that her readings were on point. I did get a lot from them. I am looking forward to future readings. It's real. I mean, I can't deny that it was proven to me. So I can't say that I'm a skeptic anymore, because she gave me a different outlook on this. And you know, like I said again, she's awesome. You know, I would never second guess the things that she tells me. And if I had to rate her on the stars of, 1 to 5, she would definitely be a number 5. She'd be right at the top because of these great readings that she does, that she offers. So if you're interested and you're thinking about getting a reading by her, I would suggest that you go for it. You'd be really, really surprised at what may come out of it.